What happens when two players redefine not just a sport, but an entire industry?
Magic Johnson and Larry Bird are the two most important figures in NBA history.
Before Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, the NBA was struggling with low ratings and a damaged image. But by 1983, the league began marketing players instead of teams, and everything changed.
Magic Johnson has dominated the Western Conference like no player in NBA history.
Want to see a little magic from Magic? He knows where you are all the time.
Magic's no-look passes and Bird's cold-blooded jumpers became must-see TV.
4 guys on Larry and 1 on the other 4, because they didn't have a lot of talent. You know, if you stop Larry, you pretty much stop them.
Look at the pressure around him. 2-3 men, and he's short.
With their rivalry headlining national broadcasts and even commercials. Did you know they were the first duo ever featured on the NBA register cover? That's how big this got. But was it just about basketball or something deeper? Race, money, legacy. This story has it all. So hit that subscribe button now and let's explore how this rivalry didn't just change the game, it changed the world of sports forever. Let's rewind to March 26, 1979 in Salt Lake City. It wasn't just any NCAA championship, it was the moment Larry Bird of Indiana State
Bird inside.
and Magic Johnson of Michigan State first collided on the national stage.
Oh, and he is fouled. Look at Irvin Magic Johnson.
Bird's Sycamores came into the game with a perfect 33-0 record, while Johnson's Spartans held a strong 25-6 record. Did you know this was the first NCAA title game ever broadcast live nationwide? That broadcast drew over 40 million viewers, a record at the time. The game wasn't close. Michigan State won 75-64.
Leads his Michigan State team to the final score, 75-64. The first ever National Basketball Championship.
Led by Johnson's 24 points. Bird, despite struggling from the field, still posted 19 points. Johnson's brilliant performance earned him the title of Most Outstanding Player, and not long after, he was drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. Bird, though he didn't win the title, had already earned enough respect to go 6th overall to the Boston Celtics. Can you think of the fire that must have ignited in Bird after losing that game? What would you have felt watching your undefeated season end like that? That night wasn't the end, it was just the beginning. When Magic and Bird entered the NBA in 1979, they joined 2 franchises with storied legacies, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics. What followed was a rivalry that revived the entire league. In the early 80s, the NBA had low TV ratings, and some finals games aired on tape delay. That all changed thanks to Magic and Bird. Their first NBA Finals clash came in 1984. Bird got his revenge, leading the Celtics to a 7-game victory over the Lakers.
The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions in a grueling 7-game series with the Los Angeles Lakers.
But Magic didn't stay down for long. He returned in 1985 and 1987, helping the Lakers win both series.
And the Lakers have won in Pat Riley, and the Lakers dance off the court.
Magic once said, beating the Celtics meant everything. Can you feel that intensity? Each series wasn't just a game. It was a war of styles. East Coast grit versus West Coast flash. What side would you have rooted for? Bird's bruising Celtics or Magic's elegant fast break? These matchups didn't just entertain, they reshaped the NBA, attracting millions of new fans. It's no secret, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird didn't like each other at first. Magic once admitted, "I still hate the Celtics." That wasn't just trash talk, it was deep-rooted competition. Do you think such raw emotions make sports more thrilling, or do they go too far? Throughout interviews in the 80s, both players were open about their mutual disdain. It wasn't personal at first, it was just about winning. But that intensity sold tickets and skyrocketed TV ratings. Bird and Magic weren't just playing basketball, they were putting on a show. But here's the twist, despite the bitterness, they respected each other. Both were fierce competitors who played to win but appreciated greatness. Magic admired Bird's shooting and hustle, and Bird respected Magic's vision and leadership. Does this remind you of any modern rivalries? Can athletes truly hate someone on the court and admire them off it? Their story reminds us that sometimes the greatest rivals push each other to greatness. By 1983, the NBA knew it had something special. Commissioner David Stern stepped in with a bold idea. Stop promoting teams and start promoting individual stars. That's how we got Magic versus Larry, a battle more personal and compelling than ever. Would you have watched basketball just for a team, or does a player's story pull you in more? For the first time, 2 players appeared on the cover of the NBA register. That was unheard of. Stern also made sure their games were the centerpiece of national broadcasts. He wanted the world to see Magic's dazzling passes and Bird's clutch shooting, and it worked. Their popularity even went beyond the court. Who remembers those Converse commercials with Magic and Bird? It was fun, it was fresh, and it was smart marketing. What would the NBA look like today without this shift? Can you imagine a league without superstars as its face? Stern's move didn't just change the NBA, it changed how sports are sold to fans around the world. Enjoying the video? Like it, comment what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. The rivalry made headlines, but money built the future. In 1983, before he was even commissioner, David Stern negotiated a revenue-sharing agreement that changed everything. Teams now had to spend on players, and players got a guaranteed 53% of league revenue. This deal was the foundation of the modern NBA. Jerry Buss, the Lakers owner, said that without this agreement, the league might have collapsed within 3 years. Imagine a world with no Lakers versus Celtics finals. Would basketball have survived? Stern didn't stop there. He created player-focused events like the Slam Dunk Contest in 1984 and brought in big sponsors like Gatorade and American Airlines. He also tackled the NBA's drug problem, introducing lifetime bans for repeat offenders. What do you think? Was Stern the secret MVP of the 80s NBA? His efforts cleaned up the league's image and made it attractive to TV networks and advertisers. The foundation was set, and Magic and Bird were now the faces of a global basketball revolution. It wasn't just East versus West, it was often seen as black versus white. Magic represented the flashy, urban black athlete from Lansing, Michigan, while Bird was the stoic, hard-working white star from French Lick, Indiana. Did this racial element deepen the rivalry or distract from their talent? Although both parties avoided publicly leaning into the racial angle, the media and fans seized on it. Some Boston fans hurled racial slurs at black players and even vandalized Lakers luggage at the airport. Lakers guard Byron Scott once said Boston was the one city he truly hated to play in. Yet, ironically, the Celtics organization had a proud history of racial inclusion. They drafted the first black player and hired the first black head coach. How do we reconcile a progressive team with a problematic fan base? It's complicated, but important. Basketball was growing, and conversations around race, identity, and rivalry were part of that journey. Magic and Bird weren't just battling each other, they were navigating a bigger cultural moment. After years of battling on the hardwood, a funny thing happened. Magic and Bird became friends. It started in 1985 during a Converse commercial shoot at Bird's house in Indiana. For the first time, they talked. Can you imagine that first real conversation between 2 legends? They bonded over similar upbringings, love for the game, and unmatched competitiveness. That bond became crucial in 1991 when Magic announced he had HIV. One of his first calls? Larry Bird. By 1992, the two were teammates again, representing the US on the Dream Team in the Barcelona Olympics. Alongside Jordan, Barkley, and others, they won gold with an average margin of 43.8 points per game. It was dominance at its finest. After retirement, both stayed in basketball, Magic with the Lakers front office, and Bird as a Pacers coach and executive. Each was inducted into the Hall of Fame twice, as both individuals and members of the Dream Team. From rivals to revolutionaries, Magic and Bird didn't just electrify fans, they reshaped the NBA and sports culture forever. Their battles brought passion, race, and business to the forefront, transforming the league into a global powerhouse. More than just a game, their story is a legacy of respect and redemption. Like this video? Drop a comment with your favorite Magic versus Bird moment, and don't forget to subscribe for more legendary sports stories.